News 4, home of forewarned weather, rated Middle Tennessee's most accurate forecast.
All right, Paul, so we think about Irma and, it kind of just drifted. It's so weird that we had the rain here and it was like impact from Irma.
And it wasn't nearly as bad as the impact we had from Harvey. Every one of these systems is a little bit different. They behave a bit differently as they make landfall. The cleanup from both Harvey and Irma, I mean, people think of it like in terms of days or weeks. It's going to take years for Houston and then large parts of Florida to recover because it's just a lot of damage and it takes that long to kind of rebuild the whole infrastructure.
Just ripped apart.
And there's another storm out there.
There's another storm.
Yeah. Hopefully this one just stays out over the water. Let's take a look at where Tropical Storm Jose is. We'll start with a look at our neck of the woods so you can kind of get your geographic bearings. We don't like to zoom too far away without letting you know where we're going here. So we're going to move off to the east and southeast over the Atlantic Ocean, and that swirl of clouds is Tropical Storm Jose. Still technically a tropical storm, a strong one with 70-mile-an-hour sustained winds, but that leaves it just below hurricane strength. If it hits 74 miles an hour, that's when it becomes a hurricane. I think that's going to happen later on today. On the satellite loop here, you see how everything kind of getting reorganized, that blossoming of clouds. The storm is starting to become more active once again as it moves out over some open water. The historical path of this, it actually did a little loop. So at the moment, it's over water that it's already worked over once. As it moves to the west and northwest, it's going to encounter some warmer water and strengthen even further. Not to major hurricane status in all likelihood. The path calls for it to become a Category 1 hurricane later on today or possibly by tomorrow morning if it waits a little bit longer and stays a strong Category 1 hurricane as it goes almost straight to the north. This is the path over the next few days. That 3-day forecast is the time frame in which we're more confident. That cone of uncertainty isn't all that wide and you see it safely offshore. You get into the 3 to 5 day time frame, that's when things become more uncertain. That cone of uncertainty does widen out quite a bit, and it includes portions of the East Coast as it continues to move farther and farther to the north. Again, the official forecast path keeps it offshore, but it's going to be a close call. So if you have family or friends who live basically anywhere from North Carolina farther to the north along the East Coast, they're going to have to keep a very close eye on this system. Around here, it's the complete opposite of that. Very nice weather and a very large bug or something like that flying right in front of the camera lens. We'll move past this one there. Temperatures right now are warm. 83 degrees in Nashville, it's 84 in Lebanon, only 79 degrees right now in Murfreesboro and 78 in Spring Hill. So a few spots still shaded by cloud cover. That natural shade is about the best we're going to hope for as we head through the day. There's not going to be any rain to cool things off. At best, you're in the upper 70s. Temperatures in the mid 80s in Parsons and in Savannah. We're in between right now in Nashville, but 83 degrees, and we're going to warm up just a few more degrees, but that puts us well above average. Dew points, this is the important number when it comes to what it feels like outside. These are running in the low to mid 60s, even upper 60s to around 70 degrees. That's the important number. This is where we rank things on the muggy meter. So for much of the month of September, we've been down in the 50s for those overnight lows and our dew points as well. Feels great out there. Now we're up to the, if not the category for what it really feels like once you factor in that humidity. For the rest of today, temperatures are going to warm up into the mid 80s for highs. 86 degrees expected for an official high temperature in Nashville. We'll start dropping off this evening, but it's still going to be warm. About an hour or so after sunset, we'll be at 77 degrees by 8 o'clock this evening, dropping down to the mid 60s by tomorrow morning. But temperatures are going to continue warming up. I think upper 80s for highs over the weekend. Finally, they're getting some relief from the above average temperatures out west. The whole weather teeter-totter has kind of flipped around. We're going to be in the above average temperatures for the next several days. In fact, throughout the duration of the 7-day forecast, mid to upper 80s each and every day, gradually increasing rain chances. I kind of went back and forth a little while ago about whether to include that 20% chance on Monday or to just hold it off until Tuesday. We'll get some more data this afternoon, and Lisa Spencer will have an update coming up on News 4 at 4 o'clock. The best chance of rain next week looks like it's going to hold off until Wednesday and Thursday, but it's not going to put much of a dent in our temperatures. We should still be at least a few degrees above average through most of the next work week. We'll keep you updated on that over the weekend with updates on the iHeart radio station as well as right here on News 4.